Kamala Harris gave a speech following the debate, doing an amazing job of laying out the battle before us, so I thought we could check out a few of these clips and provide context where is needed.
There are three things that were true yesterday before the debate that are still true today. Let's level set on this, all right? First, the stakes of this race could not be higher. Second, the contrast in this election could not be more stark. And third, we believe in our President, Joe Biden, and we believe in what he stands for. That's right. And to that point, we all know, let's not forget, he beat Donald Trump once. And in Nevada, with your help, we're going to do it again.
And that's why MAGA is trying so hard to discredit Biden with this debate, even though the hour following the debate was his best fundraising hour of any in this campaign. It's because they know that Trump can't beat him. Biden beat Trump before Roe v. Wade was overturned. Without a presidential record, he's now went on to pass the American Rescue Plan, the Inflation Reduction Act, Bipartisan Infrastructure, CHIPS and Science Act, the PACT Act for veterans, and a bipartisan gun bill, the first in a decade, all while creating 15 million jobs, bringing inflation down to 3%, which is economically desirable for growth, record climate change investment, record student loan forgiveness, record investment in black colleges, all while having the first female black vice president and the most diverse cabinet of all time. And the stakes for this election could not be any higher. The Supreme Court just overturned the Chevron doctrine, the backbone for environmental protection since it was established directly at the hands of Trump's SCOTUS picks. And this next president will get to appoint 2 more justices to the Supreme Court, and we need to make sure it's Joe Biden doing the appointing so more rights and more protections aren't being stripped away at the hands of an extremely polarized conservative court.
Our president made clear there is a contrast between someone who lies and someone who leads. Let's start with the thing we have always known. Donald Trump is unburdened by the truth. It's not a burden he carries. Case in point, last night, a non-stop stream of lies. He said the neo-Nazi rally in Charlottesville was, quote, fabricated. Well, let us speak the truth. That's a lie. He said the mob he incited at the United States Capitol on January 6th was only a, quote, small number of people who were, quote, ushered in by the police.
As we've shown on this channel numerous times, the first rioters to the barriers and the Capitol both broke in and did so violently. There were guns, there were weapons, people were chanting 1776 and hang Mike Pence. These are the people that Trump defends only because they were deathly loyal to him. It shows where his motives and intentions lie. And for anyone who's confused about Charlottesville as well, after an anti-black shooting in a church, there were efforts to remove Confederate monuments, as they should be removed, by the way. And Charlottesville was a riot done by whiny little babies trying to protect racism. It doesn't matter if Trump said, not the neo-Nazis, because that still leaves Confederate supporters, fascists, white nationalists, white supremacists, Klansmen, anti-Semites, and anti-Islam groups that he was calling good people that were on both sides, one of those of which drove their cars into the counter-protesters, killing 1 and injuring 35. They were chanting, the Jews will not replace us, but according to Trump, these are good people.
As vice president, I see Joe Biden when the cameras are on and when the cameras are off. In the Oval Office, negotiating bipartisan deals. I see him in the Situation Room, keeping our country safe. On the world stage, meeting with foreign leaders who often ask for his advice. Joe Biden is a leader who always fights for the people of our nation. He fights and he wins. And he wins.
Trump appointed special counsel Robert Hur said after a meeting with Biden that he has photographic-like memory. GOP senators said that they were encouraged by Biden after meeting with him. Every Democrat around Biden says good things about him in meetings, says good things about him when in terms of talking to him off camera. The idea that this debate was proof of a steep mental decline when everyone around him says he handles himself fine in meetings, when he handles himself fine in speeches, when he's worked with Republicans directly to pass 3 bipartisan pieces of legislation, something Trump couldn't do. It's just propaganda. They're ignoring everything they don't want to see to hyperfixate on the one thing that fits their narrative, which kind of falls apart when you consider that had Biden done well, they would have just said he was on drugs, like in the State of the Union. So it was just a matter for MAGA of which talking point they were going to use. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.